A very good morning to the Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu ji, senior officers at the President's Secretariat, Chairman, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, that is CBIC, Member Administration CBIC, Director General of the National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics, respected dignitaries and my colleagues. Madam President, this moment is an occasion of great pride and privilege for the members of the 76th batch of the Indian Revenue Service as we call on the Honorable President of India at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Madam, at the outset, we offer our gratitude to you for taking out the time to guide and motivate the officer trainees at the start of their careers. Madam, your path through public life as a teacher and a grassroots representative to the halls of legislature as well as the Raj Bhavan, and now as the President of India is a reminder that leadership is built step by step with humility, integrity, and an unshakable commitment to the Constitution. On behalf of this service and the Academy, I, Hamid Naveed, consider it a privilege to welcome everyone gathered here. Madam, we are a batch of 79 officer trainees, including 5 officer trainees from the Department of Revenue and Customs, Royal Government of Bhutan. We have undergone 11 months of training at the newly constructed campus of our Academy at Palasamudram, Andhra Pradesh, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India in 2024. Our training till now has been geared towards providing us with the skills necessary to become capable tax administrators and the future guardians of the country's economic frontiers. To formally begin today's proceedings, I would now request Shri Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, Chairman, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, to give the welcome address.
Honorable President of India, senior officers of Rashtrapati Bhavan, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a matter of the highest honor and privilege for all of us, especially for the young officers present here, to have this opportunity to meet the Honorable President. I can say with firm conviction that having an audience with the head of a state is a proud moment every young officer of the government looks forward, and this is the reason excitement and enthusiasm is clearly visible in the officers trainees of the 76th batch of Indian Revenue Service, Customs and Indirect Taxes. Madam President, the Indian Revenue Service is entrusted with safeguarding not only the economic frontiers of the nation, but also contributing to national security by combating smuggling and other illicit activities. The 76th batch present today comprises 83 officer trainees, including 5 officers from the Royal Government of Bhutan. With an average age of 28 years, the batch has a gender distribution of 66% gentlemen officer trainees and 34% lady officer trainees. They represent the rich diversity of our country, hailing from both rural and urban areas. As far as their educational background is concerned, the batch brings with it an impressive academic profile and is dominated by people from technology and engineering streams. However, it also has officers from different educational qualifications like medical, arts, commerce, and law. Adding further strength, 51 officers have prior work experience across diverse sectors such as the central government and state governments, public sector units, private industry, MNCs, and the social sector. The batch joined the National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics, the apex institution of the Government of India, for training and capacity building in the field of indirect taxation in the month of December 2024. Since then, they have undergone intensive classroom training and field attachments. Their curriculum encompasses laws and procedures related to customs, GST, and other indirect taxes, as well as essential knowledge in law, accountancy, official language, administration, vigilance, and cyber forensics, amongst others. attachments with key organizations and institutions like National Industrial Security Academy, the Wildlife Institute of India, the National Academy of Direct Taxes, the National Police Academy, the ITBP, and the Parliamentary Research and Training Institute have provided them with invaluable insights into policy implementation and enforcement. Besides technical matters, the officer trainees have also been provided with necessary managerial skills and techniques of interpersonal relations to bring all-round personality development of these officers. Madam President, as these young officers prepare to embark on their careers, this occasion undoubtedly serve as a cornerstone in their journey, and your guidance will instill a deep sense of duty, integrity, and pride in public service. We are deeply grateful to you for taking the time to meet with them. Your guidance will hold them in good stead as they take on the responsibilities of nation building. Thank you, ma'am. Jai Hind.
माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय, भारत सरकार एवं राजस्व विभाग के वरिष्ठ अधिकारीगण, 76वें बैच के मेरे साथी अधिकारी प्रशिक्षु तथा सभी सम्मानित अतिथिगण, आज मैं सबसे पहले अपनी हार्दिक कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करना चाहूँगी कि मुझे इस गरिमामयी मंच पर अपनी यात्रा का एक छोटा सा अंश साझा करने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है। जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि हर जीवन की यात्रा में कुछ ऐसे अनुभव होते हैं जो उसे दिशा देते हैं और हमारी निष्ठा को आकार देते हैं, और मेरी यात्रा भी कुछ ऐसी ही है। किंतु असली मायने में ये केवल मेरी नहीं बल्कि उन असंख्य युवाओं का प्रतिनिधि है जो राष्ट्र सेवा को अपने जीवन का सर्वोच्च उद्देश्य मानते हैं। मैं किरण राजस्थान के जयपुर जिले से हूँ। बचपन से ही अपने परिवार को लोक सेवा में कार्यरत देखकर मेरे भीतर भी यह विश्वास गहराई से बसा कि सच्ची संतुष्टि वही है जो लोगों के जीवन में सकारात्मक बदलाव लाकर मिलती है। किंतु कहते हैं कि हर प्रेरणा के पीछे अपनी एक खोज होती है, और मेरी यात्रा भी उसी खोज का परिणाम है। भारतीय राजस्व सेवा में आने से पूर्व मैंने लगभग 8.5 वर्ष एक सार्वजनिक उपक्रम में कार्य किया। वह अनुभव अपने आप में समृद्ध था, किंतु दिल के कोने में कहीं एक इच्छा थी कि मेरा योगदान राष्ट्र के विकास में और भी सीधा और अधिक अर्थपूर्ण होना चाहिए, और इसी खोज ने मुझे सिविल सेवा के पद पर आगे बढ़ाया। महोदया, मैं खुद को नए भारत की उस महिला का प्रतिनिधि मानती हूँ जो ना तो उम्र से बंधी है, ना परंपरागत सीमाओं से, और ना ही संभव की पुरानी परिभाषाओं से। 28 वर्ष की आयु में स्थिरता छोड़कर एक नया सपना देखना आसान नहीं था। नौकरी के साथ साथ फिर से पढ़ाई करना और युवा प्रतिभाओं के साथ प्रतिस्पर्धा करना निश्चित ही चुनौतीपूर्ण था, पर इस चुनौती ने मुझे सिखाया कि सपनों की कोई उम्र नहीं होती और देश की सेवा के लिए कभी देर नहीं होती। मेरी इस यात्रा का एक महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव रहा नासिन, जहाँ प्रशिक्षण केवल ज्ञान का नहीं बल्कि चरित्र, अनुशासन और संवेदनशीलता का भी निर्माण करता है। वहाँ हमने सीखा कि हर निर्णय के केंद्र में नागरिक का हित और राष्ट्र का कल्याण होना बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। हमारे फील्ड अटैचमेंट्स ने भी हमारी इस सीख को और गहरा किया कि हमारा जो राष्ट्रीय राजस्व सेवा है वो केवल कर संग्रह का तंत्र नहीं बल्कि राष्ट्र निर्माण का एक सशक्त स्तंभ है। इन्हीं अनुभवों के बीच नीसा हैदराबाद में बेस्ट फायरर ट्रॉफी को प्राप्त करना मेरे लिए एक विशेष क्षण था। उस उपलब्धि ने मुझे सिखाया कि हमारी क्षमताएं अक्सर अनदेखी रहती हैं, सिर्फ सही अवसर और मार्गदर्शन की देर होती है। महोदया, मैं अंत में यही कहना चाहूँगी कि भारतीय राजस्व सेवा में आना मेरे लिए किसी नौकरी का परिवर्तन नहीं था, वो जीवन के एक उद्देश्य को खोजने की यात्रा थी। और आज मैं पूर्ण विश्वास के साथ कह सकती हूँ कि भारतीय राजस्व सेवा में आकर देश की सेवा करना मेरे जीवन को गहराई, गौरव और उद्देश्य तीनों दे गया है। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद। अब मैं श्री धनंजय कुमार जी से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे मंच पर आएं और हम सभी के साथ अपने अनुभव साझा करें।
Honorable Madam President of India, esteemed dignitaries, fellow officer trainees, it is an incredible honor to stand before you today. I, V. Dhananjay Kumar, officer trainee of the 76th DR batch of Indian Revenue Service, Customs and Indirect Taxes. I stand here not just as an officer trainee, but a living example of transformative power of hope, perseverance, and opportunities this Republic offers. Madam President, I was born in a Dalit hamlet in the remote village of Chittoor district, Andhra Pradesh. My parents are illiterate agricultural laborers, and my early life was defined by struggle. I studied in the local Telugu medium school and watched my father succumb to alcoholism. My path was not one of privilege, but marked by immense financial hardship, and some days even single meal felt like a victory. Yet, in that hardship, my grandmother was a guiding light. Despite being illiterate, she understood life deeply. She gave me the unshakable belief that education can transform life and destiny. Her faith pushed me to study hard and get selected to Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, a school dedicated to nurture rural talent, and later to engineering college. My first job at Vishakhapatnam Steel Plant brought me financial freedom and, most importantly, the courage to chase my true dream, that is civil services. The exam was incredibly tough, requiring multiple attempts, but whenever my resilience failed, I found strength in ultimate inspiration, Baba Saheb Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. His firm commitment to social justice reminded me profound responsibility and obligation towards society that a civil service position holds. Working in Andhra Pradesh State Civil Services and successfully combating menace of illicit liquor, which once took my father away from me, taught me the real and positive impact of honest administration on most vulnerable citizens. Upon years of continuous struggle, I finally got the broader opportunity to serve the society after I cleared civil services examination and joined Indian Revenue Service in 2024. It further paved my way to get trained at state-of-the-art National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics. The rigorous training at NASIN has taught me discipline, professional competence, and domain knowledge in GST, customs, narcotics, and allied acts, along with importance of trade facilitation. Attachments with institutions like National Police Academy, Indo-Tibetan Border Police taught me endurance and resilience. Further learned importance of combating wildlife smuggling from Wildlife Institute of India. Honorable Madam President, I pledge this to you. I promise to carry the memory of that single meal and my grandmother's faith into each and every file and every decision. My service will be guided by integrity, compassion, and a firm commitment to the economic security of India. I will work to be a civil servant who not only collects the revenue that builds the nation, but ensures justice that sustains it. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Dear officer trainees of Indian Revenue Service, I congratulate you all for your selection in this prestigious service. It is due to your determination, resolve, and perseverance that you have reached this position. This service provides you an opportunity to serve our great nation. It is heartening to note that this batch represents diversity of the country. I am told that you come from different states and from varied academic and professional backgrounds. I am sure this diversity will enrich the service with new ideas and perspectives. Dear officers, collection of revenue is critical for nation building, and your service contributes about half of the Indian government's revenue. This is the revenue that funds infrastructure, education, health, and social welfare. You are therefore active participants in India's nation building process. But the tax collection should be a smooth process with minimum discomfort to the taxpayer. Please remember what Chanakya has said about tax collection in the Arthashastra. a government should collect taxes like a honeybee, which collects just the right amount of honey from the flowers so that both can survive. The recent goods and services tax reforms introduced in September this year represents a landmark step in reshaping India's taxation system. These reforms are designed to create an enabling environment for entrepreneurship, job creation, and affordable living. These reforms strengthen India's vision of inclusive growth, sustainability, and empowerment of the next generation. The Indian Revenue Service plays a pivotal role in connecting India's new age economy through a common tax framework and shared administrative ethos. You should ensure that taxation services as a bridge of trust and fairness and not as a barrier. As revenue service officers, you will perform multiple roles. As administrators, investigators, facilitators of trade, and enforcers of law. You are a sentinels of India's economic frontiers, protecting the country against smuggling, financial fraud, and illicit trade, while simultaneously facilitating legitimate commerce and global trade partnerships. Your role demands a delicate balance between enforcement and facilitation, between upholding the law and enabling economic growth. You must create systems that are transparent, accountable, and technology driven. Integrity and fairness must remain the cornerstone of your professional conduct. The young officers are expected to be innovative, analytical, and technologically adept. I urge you to embrace data-driven decision-making, automation, and digital governance to make tax administration more efficient and citizen-friendly. You must constantly upgrade your knowledge and adapt to rapid changes in global trade, technology, and economies. Dear officers, you are an important part of our ongoing journey towards making India a developed nation by 2047. You have an integral role to play in realizing the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat by providing a stable, fair, and facilitative tax ecosystem that encourages entrepreneurship, compliance, and investment. I am confident that you will serve with humility and will uphold the highest standards of ethos. Your conduct should embody the spirit of service and should work to contribute to a more prosperous, equitable, and self-reliant India. May you serve the nation with pride, compassion, and integrity. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.